Hello there, it is me, Potato Meat, and I'm back with a review this time, unlike a showcase. But today I have the Razor Crest, because I just got the set, and I built it yesterday, and I built the Mario set yesterday, and the Bowser set, yeah. So I might do a review on those, but who knows. So as you can see, I just had the set. Now, I like this set, but there are some major problems with these. Not with like the build, but with the figures. So I'll get to that. So why don't we get into the figures? Alright, starting off with the Mando. As you can tell, I'm quite disappointed with this figure because it's just the figure that we already got for, you know, from the frickin' ATSD. That one, yeah. Which sadly we didn't get a Beskar one, but we do have a Beskar one now. Even though, you know, some of us have already made our own or either upgrading them, so yeah. But it's just the standard Mandalorian. Now, for some reason in the Beskar, like the Trouble in Tatooine, and for some reason said he used a gray cape, even though black is technically more accurate, because if you take a look at it, it's obviously not gray, especially this gray. Now, the helmet and pretty much all the armor is silver, but they still decided to go with like a gunmetal gray, even though it's already been like a good solid 5 months or something like that after Mando was made, after the first season or something like, I don't freaking remember. But there's still a black head, which I could be useful for like custom artists like me. But the helmet, yeah, it's just not good. The torso detailing and the leg detailing is pretty cool, and if you turn the cape around, or if you like turn it to the side, and yeah. This is just the standard little rifle thing that he has, just from the last set. So yeah, there's not much to talk about there. Moving on, we have a Scout Trooper. Yeah, I'm doing this guy first, before any of the other characters. I never actually had a modern Scout Trooper, and this is my first one. So it's pretty cool, honestly. They do actually use a different head that's not an angry clone face, so that's pretty cool. But all that detailing, sadly the back doesn't continue on. But doesn't matter because you're not really gonna be looking at it from the back. I kind of wish they included two, for obvious reasons. But yeah. Also, by the way, before I even get the Grief Karga, Grief Karga uses the exact same pistol here. Sorry, I cannot talk today. So, yeah. Not much to really talk about. But hey, the helmet mold is really cool, and apparently it's dual molded. Yeah. So that's cool. Now we have Grief Karga. Now, this isn't based off the Season 2 version where he has, like, the graying on his face. So you just kind of have this one. But, you know, all this great detailing on the torso just to have it stop right before the legs. That doesn't really make any sense. Like, you have this good detailing. You put leg detailing on both the Scout Trooper and on Mando, so why stop here, even though this obviously should be continuing? That's just kind of out of the ordinary. But the face? Doesn't really look like him. I don't really know, man. It kind of reminds me of more of like a Lando of some sort. He reminds me of like Steve Harvey more than he does the actor for Grief Karga. The back detailing is just a simple little drape kind of going over it, so that's majority of the detail on there. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool figure, just the face, not the best. Now we have IG. Yeah, I don't remember which one he is. I think it's IG-11 or IG-88. I don't freaking remember. But I mean, they didn't really do much with this figure. Just kind of, they didn't even give him like a special piece for his straps. So that's kind of a little saddening. But yeah, it's just kind of standard IG droid, which is pretty much just the exact same one as the other one. And I think with like a different face, but I think that's practically it. He has a little clip on the back to where you can clip on the sniper, so that's pretty cool. Everything's in gray. No unique detailings. Now, finally, for the one that everybody has been wanting, we have Baby Yoda. Or, as some may know him at this point, Grogu. And dear God, this thing looks weird. Whenever I first saw this thing, I thought it looked fine, but now that I have it in person, it kind of looks off. Like, the little white pupil things, I kind of wish it went to the side, and he kind of like Michael, like what Michael and GF said. He looks like a frog. Well, if you take a look at mine, of course this is a mold by Hilhilius, but still, like, that just, why does he have like a little hair on him? What is that? Yeah, it's weird. They use like a weird little olive green or something, like a sand green, and it doesn't really work. They didn't even put pink in the ear. And they didn't even give him like a unique torso to have the scarf and everything. That doesn't, ugh. It just doesn't look right. Heck, they didn't even give him the hair. But the head, if you're wondering, is a rubber piece. Because, and they just use a standard baby piece. Which, sure, Baby Yoda comes in like 3 other sets. Actually, no, 2 other sets, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 3 soon. But still, it's just not. It looks weird, man. Just having that thing stare at you, it's just kind of, ugh. Yeah. But that's pretty much it for the figures. Sadly, this wasn't made whenever Season 2 came out, but then again, they probably wouldn't have made it then. For reasons. But I kind of wish, whenever they actually do decide to make future sets, because I already know they will, because Mandalorian, I hope they put in Boba, even though I've already made my own. And I'm pretty sure mine would even be superior. No need to like compliment myself, so hope they put in a Moff Gideon, Bo-Katan, because that would actually be the first ever Bo-Katan we've ever had. And I hope that we get a Dark Trooper. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the figures. Let's move on to the actual set. Just gonna pick it up and just gonna put it in the shot. There we go. So this is the this is the Razor Crest. So yeah, I don't really know what else much to say. Like, it's a really good set. It's a really big one actually. Compared to like a figure, it's pretty big. If you open the cockpit and you look inside, boom. You got 2 red seats, even though it's not really, I don't really like the bright red. It's not my favorite, but I guess it still works. I'm trying to get a figure in hand. There we go. You can just take your Mando. This is even like the one that comes to set. This is mine. You can take him, put him in there, sit him down, boom. And of course you can take Baby Yoda, put him in there, because I think it's a he. And of course you can take one other figure, put him in the back. Technically this is not accurate since there are 3 seats, 2 being right here and then 1 being here, so that's a little sad that we can't get that. But the way this cockpit attaches is by those little clips right there, little ratchet joints or whatever they're called. Boom. So, but if you take this off, you can do this. So you can store some weapons in there. So let's take IG's little sniper. Let's see if this fits. Okay, maybe it won't fit. That's what she said. Boom, there we go. And then boom, it's right in there, nice and snug. I like it whenever LEGO does this, whenever they actually include places where you can store weapons. But if you come over here, you can see that we have this little escape pod. So pretty much, pop this baby open, take your figures. I'm just gonna take Grief Karga. Put someone in there. A little difficult to be doing one-handed, by the way. Just like that. And simply, now they're in there, even though there's no window, no glass. So they're probably gonna die. This is the way it connects. Just gonna slide it on in there. Oh, and then boom, you got that. It's a pretty cool set. Oh, frick, he's gonna die. But yeah, that's pretty much it for like the exterior, besides like spring-loaded missiles. So, oh, hey, I didn't lose it. But the way they put it in there so, I don't know, snug or something like that. I don't freaking know how to describe this, but they put it in there so hidden to where it's just, you don't even notice it. We do also have the guns on the side right here, but they don't really do much. I mean, oh yeah, stickers. It's never gonna be a lot of stickers. But these engines look pretty freaking cool, honestly. I'm not really going to change anything about the Razor Crest because I think it's fine the way it is. Just, I would honestly try and make some things bigger and some things, maybe change some details, but not really much to complain about. It's a really good set. Get this back in there. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the exterior. So now let's move on to some of the interior parts. Boom. So if we come over to the side, I accidentally turned off my camera. I accidentally turned off my phone. So yeah. But if we come over to the side, as you saw earlier, whenever I was trying to show off the weapons, like just kind of these guns on the side, I accidentally flipped this down. Well, I flipped over the other side, so right here you had the little bed that Mando has in the first season, because you never really see it after that. Well, I don't think you do. Do you? You can just take him and you just plop him in there, and bada bing, bada boom, you got him in there, and now he can sleep. Yeah. That's pretty much the only use for this one little part, is just the little bed, which I'm fine with that, honestly. Hey man, it makes it so much, it honestly just kind of makes the ship a lot better. Just to have like just to have some of those little details. But on the side, we have a little place where you can store more weapons. But in the instructions, you can just place one of the little flick fire missiles in there. Over here, we have, all of these panels are going to come down, by the way. So here we have this, but this right here, actually I forgot about this part. If you can flip this down, like this. And it's pretty much just a little runway where they can walk off. It goes for the other side as well. So if you flip this down, you have the whole interior. Sure, there are these little bars in the way, so that kind of gets a little annoying. Try and like place your figures, but if you're not IG, you know, you can place your figures in there quite well. Just kind of squeeze them in there. My hand's a little too big. I got this, don't worry. Don't worry, fellers, I got this. Boom, see? Now he's in there. And he fell over. Yep. But from what I've heard, you can apparently store the speeder in here. Like the the Trouble on Tatooine one. You can store that one in here apparently. So that's pretty cool. Oh, you can see me moving around. Oh. But yeah, I mean, there's not really much in the Razor Crest, but hey, it leaves a lot of room for play. But honestly, this is probably one of the best Star Wars sets ever, in my opinion. What would have made it better if they made Baby Yoda look a lot less like a frog and gave him, you know, an actual, like, better torso besides just a normal baby piece. And if they included the Beskar Mando. That would have made the set so much more better if they just fixed some of those flaws with, like, the figures. And that would pretty much just make this set really well. Also, we have landing gear, so that's cool. Also, these are pretty much like all the places for the stickers. So yeah, this goes to the exact same side. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Razor Crest. I do hope we get more ships, like Moff Gideon's TIE Fighter, because then we can get a Moff Gideon. And I do hope we get more of Beskar Mando, which we should, honestly. Then, of course, I hope we get Dark Troopers. And I do hope for some of the other characters like Bo-Katan, Ahsoka, I don't have her on me. And, of course, Boba Fett in his clean armor. Because if you do, like, I would enjoy it if they did the Crate Dragon with Cobb Vanth in the Mando. I hope they do that one day, because that just seems, that would be a really cool set. But they most likely won't, because then they would have to make so much more to the set. Like, they would have to make the cave, they would have to make practically everything. Sorry, I just knocked it. Oh, I just decapitated Baby Yoda. That's fun. I'm just trying to set up all the figures before I close this out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Where's Grief Karga? Oh yeah, I forgot he's in the escape pod. So yeah, that's it. Goodbye.